Good.
Yep. You need a receipt?
Please. Well, that's awesome.
I'll get up. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. I guess we'll come back later in the week.
Yeah, I'll have by. I got to put an order in Monday, so I'll have by no later than Wednesday.
Okay, live feed it up. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Woohoo! Have a good one.
See you, dude. Thanks.
Like he said, let's go. Are we going? Oh, come on. Come on back. Where are you? There we go. There it is. Customer right out of the gate. All right, so what's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live season.
But would you like to listen to the news?
What are you piping up for? No, shut up.
Hey Jason, here's your news. From CNN.
This podcast is supported by
No!
Indeed. Hire the right
Alexa,
people right now.
Stop it. Good Lord. Jeez, I'm not even ready for this yet. I don't even have my mobile mic on, or I haven't got my coffee or anything. Dang it. What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live, season 4, episode 25. That's right, we are on episode 25. I hope everybody is doing well. It is Father's Day weekend, and for those of you who are dads, then it's just another weekend to you, but some of us are, so hopefully you'll just be able to either celebrate by yourself and not have them dang kids out. Them dang kids are coming to us tonight apparently, and we're gonna go eat at a fancy steakhouse. Eat at a fancy steakhouse. Always a great Father's Day when you got to feed the kids too, right? Dang kids. Even if you have dogs, I mean, you're a dad. If you have a dog or a cat, then you're still a dad, right? Yep, exactly. Go get your dog a treat, and y'all sit around and drink a beer together. But yeah, I got to go back there and get my coffee and do. There's a couple. I gotta do some back stuff here in just a minute. So we're gonna go ahead and focus on the front end. I'm gonna come back. I got to get geared up, of course, real quick. And I do have my Kim Special coffee, but my you know what coffee is in the back. But I will go ahead and point out we're gonna get it. Lock force assemble. Yeah, that worked really well. I'm surprised. So we'll go ahead and get assembled, and we'll switch cameras around. Boom. Hey. Yeah, to the front, and let y'all watch what's going on out there. I will point out, even though you might catch a puppy, we always want to see a puppy, but yes, last week, after I mentioned this at the end of episode 24, we're going ahead and not doing bingo. So if you've downloaded your bingo card, it's not being played today. We're not doing bingo anymore, except for special occasions. We're going to make bingo the same as Plinkio, the same as all the other special games. So only, and it's in the description. I just left it there. I honestly hadn't had time to change any of the description, but I'm going to leave all that there because really it's all about contest anyway. So we don't want any YouTube makes me do things, so I'm just going to leave all that information out there. And yep, there's that. We are going to not do the bingo right now because bingo has gotten a little stale. We want it to be special. So the mods and I voted on, because that's how you do things around here, we all voted on Crunchy! We all voted on whether we were going to discontinue it for for every episode or if we were going to discontinue it, period. I don't think we're going to discontinue it, period. But we're gonna have it again. Bingo's gonna be around for the special episodes. New game, punch holes in the pegboard. So yeah, there weren't enough people playing. Some of the people who were always playing were winning often. So it's a great game to play, but only in special circumstances. So we're not going to be. You can feel free to call squares, but there's really no reason to do that anymore. You know, except for fun. Like, oh hey, there's the produce truck, which actually came about 5 minutes before live started, and we're gonna hold off on the bingo game. We want to keep our games fresh and interesting and special. And it was getting a little stale, so I made the call to go ahead. It's not my total decision because technically it wasn't even my game. That was an all Night Owls thing. But yeah, we went ahead and made the call collectively after live last week, after I mentioned it, to go ahead and discontinue it for now. And we'll pick it back up. We'll announce it during episodes that we're playing. I've got a brass burr, believe that or not, in my finger, and it's like jabbing me in my other finger. I hate it when you get a brass burr like between your fingers, you know, because you never know which side it's on, especially when you can't see them little bitches. Driving me crazy. I hate it when it's between your finger because it hits again. Are you coming in here, or are you just being one of those? Even though there is a parking spot right there, that always gets me whenever they stay there and there's literally a parking spot that's empty right next to them. That always irritates me. So we're gonna keep an eye on that for just a minute. I'll let y'all keep an eye on it. I don't know what you can do. There's not much you're gonna be able to do if they decide to take off. She looks, I can't tell. She may be a shoe shop customer. By the way, that white truck has been here for more than 15 minutes, and Mr. White Truck sat there for 10 minutes trying to decide whether he wanted to not sit there for. He's being one of those people. So it looks like we're going to have one of those days for sure. Anytime somebody sits in the car. Okay, here we go. Oh. Anytime somebody sits in their car for that long, you know they're going to take off. It's like, why do that? Just freaking back out and go somewhere else instead of sitting there trying to decide. Okay. Careful now. I wonder if she's going to get that other spot. Oh, no. She must have been going to the shoe store or something. But yeah, white truck over there. He's being a jackass today. Let me go get my coffee real quick, and then we're gonna chill today. I don't have a whole lot planned. Wrong screen. Hey, content-wise, because I have been. Whoa, what is that? That's it. Yeah, it is. Okay, move that away. Because I have been working on these videos. I do have another video for the Residential Starter Locksmith series coming out immediately after today's live. I mean, immediately. As soon as I hit end, I'm going to hit start, and it's going to get uploaded. So you can watch me for an additional 20 minutes if you so choose. And it is on Tools today. I did not have a chance to join in on LPP's live because I've been busy filming. After that, we'll have keys, and then we're going to start taking apart locks. But not to spoil any surprises because that video is out there. It's going to be one of the longer ones because it is tools. You know, I get to talking about tools, and you just can't stop, right? I'm going to go get my special coffee real quick. My other special coffee, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Wait a minute. I'll let y'all look outside. There's no point in looking this way because I'm going to be gone for like a minute. So I'll let y'all watch those spots. I'll be right back. Wait a minute. I just realized I could let y'all listen to something too. Here. How about that? Rune, what's up? Rune in the house. Dana Reed, Nate G. What's up? Ken Nixon. Retired Butcher Boy, how's it going? Mr. Ford's in the house. Andy Tane, what's going on? Willard 102, what's up with you? What's up, Willard? Good morning. Good morning. LPP is a cat grandpa. That's funny. Cat grandpa. Pet Mother's Day is the day after Mother's Day. Is it the same for Father's Day? Yes, probably so. Abellock, what's up? Has anyone tried engraving their company on keys using, like, I haven't because I don't have one of those. I'd like to have an engraver, like a fancy one like that, but that takes a lot of time to do. I mean, not individually, but if you're having to do a bunch of them, that can take up a lot of time. Peter Fox, good morning to you. What's up, Hot Skippity? What's up? What's up, Hot Skippity? Robert Lacey, what's going on? Dang it, Wes in the house. What's up, Wes? Happy Father's Day to you. Miko Wolf, what's up? Dana Reed has 2 dogs, 1 cat, 4 tortoises, a box turtle, and a 22-year-old. I like how he's last. He's the last. He's grown. He's the last. He may have been first in the beginning, but now he's out of there. So we have 3 dogs, 4 cats. If we're claiming the stray, the front one outside, we feed it every morning and night. Kim does. So it doesn't like me. It runs for me. So like I never get to pet it. I hate cat. It's like, come on now. We've had you since you were a kitten when you mysteriously appeared with your sister. And then you still don't like me. I don't get that. Never done anything to you. What's up, Fonzie? And we do have a turtle. Every so often that turtle will pop itself. They live forever and they stay within a certain area. And every like 4 or 5 years we'll see them, like we'll be like, hey, there you are. Where you been for the last 5 years? Like 15 yards away, right? James Randolph, what's up? You just finished the yard. Ooh. I'm going to try to talk my oldest who's coming tonight to do the yard. Hey, if you want to give me a Father's Day present, there you go. There's the front yard. I don't even think they do their yard, so I'm doubtful that that's going to pull off. And it's so hot here in the south. Y'all. Oh, God. Talk about it being rough weather to mow in. You can't even get up early and do it here. I mean, you literally have to. But it's, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's muggy as heck outside. So, it's better than the middle of the day, of course, but it's still rough having to mow in the miserable conditions of the south. I hadn't got geared up yet. You'll notice I'm wearing a non-black shirt today. That's weird, isn't it? So you'll be able to see this really well. It's another reason why I wear black shirts, because, wiring. But I had it on this morning. I had my Lock Force shirt on, but it's already getting pretty faded out. Poor Lock Force shirt. Black. You can definitely tell after a few months of wearing black that it's, getting old, getting feeble, getting faded. Especially when you buy a new black shirt and compare it to it. It's like, wow, that one is really faded. All right, where was I in the comments? Kurt, oh, what's up, Pocket Women? What's going on with you? Oh, look. Mr. I'm not going to pay attention to the 15-minute spots back. What's up, Anthony, Mr. Hooligan, Robert Patton? Did I just say Robert Patton? I think I did. Oh, excuse me. Who else is here? Who have I missed? Abel Lock, what's up? I think I said that earlier. Good morning. Legolas Lockpicker, what's going on with you? Kevin K. Oh, shoot. It skipped. All right, hold on. Let me go back and find where I was. I think I just saw Dusty Knuckles. John Teague, what's up? No. Whoa, wow, I skipped a big old amount. Mark, no bingo. Yeah, no bingo today. In case you're just joining in, Slow-Mo Bro, what's up? I didn't see you, but I saw someone say hey to you, so good morning to you. Oh, there you are. And Fonzie, did I say hey to you, Fonzie? Fred Flintstoner, what's up? I just want to say early, Mr. Skinner, you've got a door strike adjustment, a couple of autos. Go work, Mr. Skinner. Thanks for stopping in to say hey to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Extra sticky tape. Get splinters out. Speaking of those splinters, the project that I've been working on for literally 3 years. It's still not coming out soon, but yeah, I have some methods. We've got a video coming out on some methods to fix the old splinter in the finger. Jeff Moss, what's up with you? Hot glue may be indeed one of them. Get Kim a meter maid outfit and send her back out to scare them off. Yeah, she doesn't like coming in on Saturdays. Andy Tane, let me know my Locksmithing 101 video series is good. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep on focus, trying to do one a day, like vitamins. Do one a day and it keeps your body healthy, right? Something like that. So I'm going to try to do one a day as long as I possibly can. Ken Nixon's mentioning my sidetrack. Trying not to get sidetracked. I'm trying to sprinkle videos in amongst those, though. Because I've got a lot of videos that I've got to film this afternoon. As soon as live's done, while y'all are watching the Tools episode, part 3 of the starter series, I've already filmed the next one. I've already filmed 4. We're going to be filming 5 and 6, hopefully, before I get out of here today. And then sprinkling in a couple more videos that I've got that I've just thought about all of a sudden. That way we don't have nothing but those videos, because some of you aren't interested in that. And just trying to make them entertaining as possible because, you know, some stuff is just boring and we don't like boring videos, do we? Where's my? I see him. I'm gonna get. Hold up. Please hold. I got another one of these. Home Depot had them for like $10. It's bigger, and it says 27,000, maybe 2,700, something 3,000 volts. Okay. Yeah, you better run, or you better fly. Fly. Iceman, what's going on? Yes, Mississippi is very hot. It's brutal. What's up, Gumby? You need pour boiling water and lumber to form it for the trailer. Ooh, we're getting into some woodworking there. Finally got some CLK swag. I just put in another order on CLK. I got a bunch more MX coming. And it's over $250. I don't know if they're going to send me a mug or not. I don't know. Carrie, what's up? Have you done another goofy customer video lately? No, I've been tied up on those. I know those were a favorite too. There will be some of those in the future. We're not done with that part of them because there are still many ideas that I have on that. So while I hadn't done one lately, it's been quite a while since I've done one of those. I have been thinking while I've been pondering videos, which is how this whole starter series came up. I also have videos that have been in production for a while, and I've still got ideas. Literally could fill up a whiteboard with ideas, but we wouldn't want to do that. Ferralt Lock, what's up with you? So yes, there will be goofy customer videos out again. Maybe not soon, but one day there will be. We have all the time in the world. Got my anti-graphite shirt on. Just keep the graphite away. We're not going to be shooting graphite today, y'all. There's just so many ideas on videos, and some they're so difficult to film and produce that, yeah, I get tied up on them. The next State of the State is one example of that. Gonna be hitting 32 Celsius. Feels like 102 Fahrenheit. Thank you for transcribing that because Americans are dumb with Celsius. 90 to 102. It's like supposed to be up to like what 95 or something with a real feel of 110 something, but it's so muggy. I always describe it. I mentioned this on Twitter. This time of the year, if you can imagine taking a wool blanket or like, you know, a scratchy wool, like old Civil War, since I remember, if y'all remember that video, apparently since I look like an old Civil War soldier, that old scratchy wool. Okay, take it and put it in boiling water, right? Now take it out of the boiling water and slap it over your head and just snuggle up in it. And then go sit in a sauna. That's what stepping outside feels like. If you step outside, it feels like somebody's thrown a boiling hot wool blanket over you. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's so wonderful that I just giggle when I'm sitting outside. I'm like rekeying locks or working on something. Oh, and for instance, I had to open a Schlage electronic lock. What was it, Thursday? Yeah, with, of course, dead battery. One of these things right here. That one right there. That guy. In a stairwell at the top. Well, of course, the stairwell's at the top. We're in a garage with no AC and heat rises. And it was probably 120 degrees in there. And like, as you're with those, the keyway is sideways, so you're kind of like having to do this because I only have the Schlegel issue with. I'm starting to get really irritated at these Lishies, y'all. I've practiced enough. I feel like I've practiced enough to know what I'm feeling for, but it really, really irritates me when my first thing is I'm like, okay, this is perfect for the lishing. I go for it. Lishy. Wait, this isn't working. Okay, I know I'm so close. I can feel like 4 pins set. For some reason, it's not opening. You go through every possible freaking trick for the lishies that you have. Nothing opens it. And then I get a bump key and go boop, and it opens freaking automatically. I mean, 5 seconds. It pisses me off so bad. That makes you hate lishies. I mean, they're good to have, but I did not include lishies in the most important tools because you know what? We've survived for years and years and decades and centuries without lishies. So no, lishies will not be featured in the upcoming tools video because it is not important. You can survive without them. You can survive without them. Maybe not in the auto scene, but we're talking about residential. First cool day we've had over there. Brian Edmondson, what's up? Did I say hey to you earlier? I think, let me scroll down to the bottom. Perfect timing since the start job in July. 55 this morning and only in the mid-60s. Yeah, but you know, you turn around and you go on the winter side of it and you got snow everywhere. That's the big issue between the north and the south, right? I think you have to add a company. Actually, I called it in. I couldn't get my account. I couldn't get logged in on my CLK account. I was like, what the heck? I kept saying that my email didn't exist. And I think what happened was I had an account before, but then when I did MX, they like set me up a whole new account or something. So anyway, they got it all straightened out. So I wasn't able to do any. And I'd prefer to do it online, but whatever. I can call them and just put the order in. Do not besmirch the lishy. How can you have Mr. Lishy Cowboy without the lishies? Well, you can't. But you have to, you know, this is beginner stuff. Remember, hardcore beginner. Hardcore beginners are not allowed to use regrads. Hardcore beginners are not allowed to use lockapults. They're not allowed to use lishy cowboy hats. They're allowed to unscrew doorknobs and do simple rekeys, and that's what it's focused on. Maybe in the future, maybe when we get to when I feel like we hit the 102 locksmithing point, that's when we can introduce the lishies and let the noobs. That would be the fake apprentice. Like during all this, like y'all are with me, right, on these videos. I'm trying to give y'all a sense of being here with me showing you what I'm doing and what's important. So like, you have to kind of follow my training. As I mentioned in the very first one, this is how I'm doing it. And I've trained guys over the years. I've trained guys over the years who had no clue about locks, could barely use a screwdriver. They could turn a screwdriver. But this is just how I'm doing it. And, you know, if you don't like it, then you can walk out the door and stop watching the videos. So that's the whole point of the video series. You're coming in, I'm teaching you. In this tools video, one little hint is like pin and tweezers. I can't stand pin and tweezers with the little cups. No. If you're an apprentice here, then if you were working here or starting here, I would hand you pointed tweezers. I'd say these are pin and tweezers, but you know what? You're not going to use these. You're going to use these pointed tweezers, like it or not. After you get used to it, after I can see you doing it, if you choose to use a new tool or a variation, then you're allowed to. Just like, well, I'm not going to say that. That's a need a safety course requirement from our grads. Yeah, a friend of mine was supposed to come get to shoot it. I showed it to him, and he was just like, I want to shoot it so bad, but I don't have time. I was like, well, next time you come in, I'll have the compressor set up, and I'll let you shoot it. He was like, oh. And I hadn't seen him since then, so. Here in Texas, it's 100 degrees, or 100 feet. That's 100 feet. It's 100 feet in Texas. I think Texas is much bigger than 100 feet. Alan, what's up? Beginners don't get to play in the Super Bowl. Game 1, exactly. You got to start from scratch. You got to start with the same tools that I started with a little bit of variation. Now, we didn't have cordless drills when I started. Well, we did, but they kind of sucked. They were like the 9.6 volt stuff, or the, what was it before that, 4 volt. Yeah, they just sucked. But you get what I mean. You got to learn the basics before you gotta walk before you run. You gotta crawl before you can walk. You gotta walk before you can run. You gotta do just whatever. Today's episode is Mississippi Cold Drip. Not sponsored by, but still hadn't ordered my bulk container. I may do that Monday as well. Because like I mentioned last week, it has been busy as shit. It was funny. I had mentioned how busy I was last week into this week. But Monday, oh my God, even Kim was like, what in the ass? It was like this. It was like, click, ring. Okay, thank you. Click, ring. Like, the phone would not stop. And by Tuesday, we were fully booked into Friday. So it's been busy as heck. I'm surprised I've been able to do this whole video series. I'm having to stay late to do it. So just remember that I'm working my fingers to the bone and I'm getting these videos out for y'all. So make sure to remember that. But Mississippi Cold Drip, I'm still stuck going to the grocery store to buy it, and it's still the turtle. Since I can only buy one bottle at a time, or since I'm only buying one bottle at a time, then I just have to stick with the turtle because that's my favorite. That's like the perfect one to me. Salted caramel's a little too strong to do by itself, and mocha's a little too weak to do by itself. Not weak, but yeah. You know what I mean. What's up, Locks, New York? You had to run to town to do a Ford. That sounds like a bad country song. Now, Locks, New York, had to run down and do a Ford on the levee. Do y'all have levees there? I'm sure you do. This is a stupid question. Boop, 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 boop. Go, go, go. Thank you. Well, that was on the wrong screen. He may do Hondas on Saturdays. I sure as hell don't. Probably a lot better than Timmy's Bieber Brew. I don't know what that is. I need a keg of MCD. What's MCD? Mississippi Cold Drip. Yeah, I do need a keg of it. Just tap the keg. Boom! Hook up a hose to it. Wish a cowboy hat with Lishies on the bandolier. How'd you know? Get a leather bandolier, special ordered. Usually ships the okay as a guest and give them a call. Yeah. Dusty, even your dogs don't want to go outside. Yeah, I'm sure it's even worse down there. New Orleans gets really muggy too. Mississippi's kind of weird. At least New Orleans though, at least they get that breeze from the water a little bit. But like when you're downtown and stuff, sometimes that really doesn't matter. But at least they have more of a breeze that can come through and wash it away. Here it's like, it just sticks around. We don't have an ocean breeze or a bay breeze or whatever you want to call it. It's not really ocean, it's bay. We don't have that kind of, to like, at least every so often when you go outside. The most we have is a cloud. It's like when you go outside, like right now, you can see it's bright, sunny. But like when the cloud pops up, it's like, oh, thank you. Oh, it's like an immediate 10-degree difference in temperature. I've got a heat gun. Where is this thing? I may have it in the truck. I may not be able to. Oh, I have one of this. One of those main reasons I have one of those. What you call it? One of those shooter tells you the temperature on surfaces. Boom. Because if I see somebody walking outside, I'll be like, "Hey, your dog is stepping on this concrete, and it's literally, freaking 90 degrees, burning their paws, yo." Yeah, that guy. He is special. He acts like I can't remember the name of that actor, but he does, I guess, some kind of impression of him to be. I don't know. I've heard him out there doing impressions. I don't know if it's involuntary or what, but I can't remember the name of the actors. Crap. It's a popular movie, gangster movie. Al Pacino. Yeah, he's got like an Al Pacino impression thing. Laser thermometer. That's it. That's what you call them things. I don't know where it is. I guess it's in the truck. I may have thrown it in my kit. Yeah, I think it is in the truck. Humidity sucks your soul out in New Orleans. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Luckily, Jason doesn't get the Bieber brew or the Bieber. Bieber is Canadian, isn't he? Yeah, we don't have. We've got the fan. What are y'all doing? We've got the fan base. That's a newbie. That's a noob right there. We don't have the Bieber fan base as much here in the South. I'm sure the younger girls. Hey, Fish, hey, Fish. What's up, Fish? You can't see it, but it says Fish right behind that pole. Do Roman paramedics call IVs for? I don't know. I've got a paramedic friend. I can ask him. Who was shooting? What y'all talking about shooting? We're having shootings left and right down here. Technical difficulty. I'm trying to follow y'all's conversation here. I missed something about fireworks over town. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, I kind of missed the beginning of that, but you got our dog shoes. Dogs don't like shoes. I tried that on one of my dogs a long time ago. He didn't like. Was it? No, it was on a he. He didn't like them at all. Troy, one of our old shepherds, he didn't like the dog shoes. I already did a few autos in the shop driveway just this morning. I was thinking of me because one of them was a Honda. Whenever a Honda comes up, everybody's like, "Yeah, we know Jason doesn't do Hondas." It's okay. Even if I wanted to do Hondas, I was literally so busy last week I wouldn't have had time to do any Hondas. A screw up at a fireworks display. The word screw up in fireworks display usually is really bad when those are all in one. When that's all in one sentence, yeah, that's not good. It's hilarious when you put it first time on. The dog's like, what's going on? I don't know what in the heck you did, but I'm a dog. You are a Torontonian who lives in New York State. Torontonian, Toronto. I'm assuming that's from Toronto. I did not know they were called Torontonians, though. It's like some kind of galactic stuff. Hey, Torontonian! I started watching the spoof Orville, the spoof of Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I was more Star Trek fan. I was more of a Star Wars fan. So I wasn't real big into Star Trek, but I like Orville's kind of funny. I like the big guy, the one that can eat everything. If you've ever watched that, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It's kind of like the real life version of Star Trek. Orville's amazing. And I only started watching it because literally we ran out of stuff to watch, and it's kind of a spoof show, and I was like, yeah, we'll try it. And it had 2 seasons. I think they're already in the 2nd season. So I hate watching new shows when there's only like 3 or 4 episodes, because you start watching it and you want to binge watch it, and you can't anymore. So I've been binge watching that one as I have time, which is usually at night at 8 o'clock, 8:30 when I start watching it, and then I'll fall asleep by 9:30. So I can't even get one good episode in. There is the record store owner. He's our new neighbor. Got him some records. Let's go look at the records I've got. We gonna put them on their old record player. You tried to put shoes on your pit bull shoes. She didn't like it. You miss. Oh, I know, that's the worst thing about animals. We all love them, but there's always that worst time of animal ownership. This new 3rd season. Oh, so they're in the 3rd season. That's even better. That means I've got 2 full seasons. Well, I'm on episode 10 of season 1. So at least I have that's good to know. At least I have a whole another full season out there. Good to know. I hadn't looked. I've been trying to, when you want to stay hopeful and you want it to keep going. So I really haven't looked at the seasons episode on the TV. You scroll through and you can see the seasons and episodes. I hadn't even done that. I've been very careful not to do that. You didn't really spoil anything. You kind of did, but that's okay, because I was starting to worry, because I thought that we were in season 2 and I didn't think I had many episodes left. So yay! They wait and binge it like Jason. Yeah. I've got the dang kids coming this weekend, so I can't binge watch it then. I can't even edit a whole lot. That's why I'm going to be busy as heck this afternoon, because I've got to get a large amount of stuff done in a very short time period, without me getting stuck here past 4 o'clock, which I don't want to be. I don't want to be stuck. It's too hot to be up here. I mean, it's actually really cool in here. Speaking of, let's make it really cool. We're very moderate with the AC at the house, but you know what? I can crank this sucker up when I'm here. I can crank it down to 60 degrees if I really want to. It will never, ever get there, but I can get it. I'm talking woo-hoo-hoo cold. I think that's what I'm going to do. We need to go back to the screen, don't we? So I'm going to enjoy the nice cool while I can, and we're going to have to, what happened? Okay, yeah. We're on the wrong screen, and I'm going to enjoy that coolness while I can, because I will have to cut it off later as I'm doing some videos. It's the worst part of video in this this time of year is you're always going to hear that background, so I'll try to at least cut it down there. So I'm going to get it cold. Oh Lord, what is this about? This is person's. I think they think the shoe shop is open, but they specifically parked right there. Yeah, she's got her face mask on. I think she thinks the shoe shop is open. It's elderly. Alright, I don't know if she's coming in here. She may be coming in here. Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good.
Hey. What was it?
Okay, you want to do plain breast or any of the colors or patterns?
One.
Plain, okay.
y'all open all day?
10 to 4 on Saturday.
Okay. I think you're right. Can I write your check?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll get your account.
I have a regular.
And on Saturdays, when you get 3 keys, you get a free tag. So if you want to pick out a color.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
$10.80 is going to be the total. SE lock.
I just looked at it.
SE lock and key. I think we are on the 18th. Alrighty, you're good to go.
Okay, I think this is your.
Yeah, just leave it right there. You're good. And there's your key. And the tag.
That's the similar.
Alrighty, well thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Be safe out there. Just stay inside. It's too hot to be outside, right? I still write business checks all the time. I'd much prefer a check. It's funny. Just because of the credit card fees. Make more on a check. Don't have to give the credit card processor some money. Oh, speaking of, okay, so quick question. I gotta figure this guy out, right? Because I got the chips in finally. Finally. I got a pack of 10 super chips. Super chips. I still don't know how to use this guy that Jay sent to me. I'm assuming this thing, Jay, one question. Holy crap. It's gone. That's a problem. I'm assuming it's updated fully. But when I hadn't even set up an account on my app yet. But is it basically the same as what I'm wondering, is it basically the same as the Ilka one I have, where you just hold it, stick the person's key in and hit a few buttons and then take it out and put this in a shell and put it in there? I mean, is that the process? I know it does other stuff, but I don't know. That's another thing I gotta do, is I gotta get that set up on my phone, because at some point somebody's gonna come in here and want a chip key. Same thing. Okay, that's what I thought. It could only be, if you're cloning a key, just literally that can only be it, right? But I'm assuming you, because you were using it actively until you got a new one. I'm assuming it's already like updated and all that. Hey, Newhouse, what's up? You don't get notifications for these lives. YouTube, dang it. Dang it, YouTube. Set it up on your phone and it runs through the app. Ooh. Okay, gotcha. That's what I figured, because there's an app. Ilko's doesn't have an app. And I hadn't bought chips in a long time for the Ilko. I was waiting on those things to come in. Finally got them. Yay. It tells you what to do as you go. I figured that. Cool. Cool. I just didn't know if I had to, like, because that thing on the chips is like, there's directions that come with chips. I'm not used to directions, or not directions, but I'm not used to seeing all that, because those chips didn't do all that. So this is going to expand my capability, because that stupid, that stupid Ilko one, it wouldn't anything pretty much past 2010. It wouldn't do Toyotas real well. Even 2010 Toyotas and below, like 2008 to 2020 or 2010, even those were sketchy on that thing. And using that dumbass sniffer cable, God, I really hate that thing. So I'm glad to be able to switch to it. So easy, a caveman can do it. I can do it. Ooh, if I can find it. If I can find it. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere in that pile. Yeah, RW4. And I didn't get the smart box because I bought that RW4 sore right here, y'all. Poor elbow. That RW4, we bought it for like $500. It paid for itself in like 15 keys. So it paid for itself really quick. And then we just kind of, got used to it. Kim knew how to do it, so she could Fish is back. Hey, Fish! So it was good to, we'll have to put Fish in as a square, won't we? What's up, Fish? Fish and produce. We'll have to put that in as a square. So yeah, it was just one of those things where she knew how to do it, so if I wasn't here, she could make forward keys, and it did its job, I doubt very seriously I'll ever pay 20-something, it's like 25 bucks a chip. That's the bad thing. This is ridiculous. Come on now. How much are we making off of it? The literally the same chips? That just tells you that Ilco's been screwing us for a long time. Those of us who were foolish enough to invest in that stupid programmer, just know that Ilco's been for years. Pisses me off so bad. I still need to get MegaMos 13 chips. For some reason, the X-Source doesn't do the MegaMos 13. Gotta remember to, sometimes you still gotta snuff data. Sniff the data. I'll figure it out. I'm sure there's a YouTube video out there somewhere, right? Right? Gotta be. Gotta be a YouTube video on it. How's my day going? My day is going great. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. I hope your day's going just as good. Each and every one of y'all, I hope your day is just wonderful. It's wonderful because I'm inside not doing any Hondas and I'm with you guys. Y'all make my day just peachy, just wonderful. Just cheers me up seeing each and every one of you here. As long as you hit that like button. And an unboxing. Yeah, talked about that. Oh, I'll show y'all. Because I'm probably not going to do this for a while, but check these guys out. I'm going in on Vessel. Oh, look at this. Y'all want to look at a screwdriver? We can look at a screwdriver. Since we're going to be since I'm going to put out a tools video immediately after this, reminder, I'm going to go, actually, and make sure before that happens that I've got everything squared away on that video. This may be bogging the camera down. I'm sorry if so, but let me look at my. Check my. These guys out. Going in on Vessel. Yep. Soon as this live is over, we're going to be watching the residential like started the tools. I'm going to put out a tools video. It's a 21-minute video. Probably going to be one of the longer ones of them, but that's just what it is. It is what it is. So we can look at this guy. Sure, before that guy's got everything squared away. I think I'm gonna like maybe bug guy. I wish it was a tiny bit shorter, but that's okay. And I've got more coming in too, so I can safely show these to y'all. As this live is over, because I've got a few more variations coming in, and then I'm just going to do a whole Vessel 21-minute video. Probably speaking of, be one of the longer ones of them. But if you do not know, there's some screws out there that look like Phillips. They're imposter Phillips called JIS. These are actually both JIS drivers. I wish it was, and I think it's just a little bitty tiny. There's a little bitty tiny dimple in front of it. So I can safely
but we can look at this.
Let's,
This is live, because I've got a few more variations coming in, and then I'm just going to do a whole vessel video.
number one, the reason I bought this is strictly for mortise cylinders.
Look like Phillips. They're imposter Phillips.
The truck on them.
JIS. These are actually JIS drivers. And I think it's just a little bitty tiny.
Yeah, see, lock and key.
Tiny dimple in front of it. So I can safely show you.
Oh, thank you.
This is live, because I've got a few more variations coming in.
Got it.
I'm just going to do a whole vessel video.
Number one, the reason I bought it. Why am I double micing? When did that start? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop ringing. I got it. When did that start? What did I hit? Sorry about that, y'all. Hello, hello. Okay, that was very odd. Did it just start? I didn't even hit anything, did I? I like changed cameras or nothing? Started with the screwdriver. What? How did that happen? Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, that's weird. Because I didn't do anything different. Okay. Sorry. That was kind of weird. When you put, okay, I get that, Wes. Thanks for calling, y'all. Appreciate it. Looks like y'all waited a minute to call. Y'all were waiting for me to look down. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Sorry. That was kind of weird, though, because I literally didn't push anything on my screen to make that do that. When I opened up, that's what happened. Gotcha. I guess when I opened up that still wouldn't have done that. Sorry. My bad. Anyway, screwdriver. Sorry. Forget that happened. If that just happens, y'all just mute me and just don't worry about it. I've got another one of these coming in. This is a vessel. I've got the metal version of this guy coming in. This one seems to be all rubber. I don't know what this is for. And I've got like a keychain version of this that you can slip a bit into. But I haven't tried it yet. We're going to try it together. You and I. We're going to try this in a... So I got to repeat all that too? No, I repeated it way too many times apparently earlier. You couldn't understand anything. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Forget it. Just move on. Move on with your life, okay? Move on with your life. Vessel. Now, I do have the vessel Impacta, and I haven't impacted my alpaca. I haven't impacted my alpaca yet, and it's so that you can whack it, and it turns just a little bit to break screws loose. I hadn't used it. Okay. I really hadn't had a need for it, and I'm loving my PV Swiss. Loving it. But then this looks just like the Impacta, but it's a non-Impacta. So this is the non-alpaca version. And it's got some grippy stuff right there. Number 2, Phillips with a dot. JIS. Japanese something. It stands for Japanese screws. But apparently works fine on regular Phillips screws. So here we go. Ready? No, it doesn't really fit real well in there. Where's the... I mean, I don't know how well that camera is so that you can see it. It's a little unfocused right there. Okay. It really doesn't fit down in there. That may be that little nipple that's sticking off of it. I may have to do a little grinding on it. Apparently, wow, they did hold real well though. Boom. That's interesting. But together, you and I, we're going to go try this in the number 1 Phillips, which is on the back of mortar cylinder. So let me go grab the front camera and we'll move it around, and then I'll double check the audio since we're having issues today. What's the price of the Impact? I think they were like all $15 to $20. This one was only like $9. I kind of like how the rubber goes up over that, though. I kind of like that. I don't know if I like it, but I think I like it. I feel like I should like that. Do you? I think I should like that. Because you got to bear down sometimes, right, on those damn mortar cylinders to get that screw out. We may have to grind the nipple, y'all. Can't see it real well, but there is a little bitty tiny dot. And according to the online people, you can tell a Phillips JIS screw because of the little dot. What? Are you freaking kidding me? You're telling me that you can seriously look at the head of a Phillips screw and see a freaking dot in there? Do they mean a dot around the outside? That, I guess they have to mean that. I don't know. I can't say I've ever for sure seen a screw that was like, I'm a JIS screw. So I'm wondering if there's a dot on the outside or if they're talking about that little dot on the inside. If so, you're insane that you can see a dot in the screw and that way you know it's a JIS. That's ridiculous. Only thing I can say is it's got to be around the outside of it. So somebody tell me, does a JIS screw literally have the dot in the hole? Shit, this flathead. In the hole, or is it around the outside? And even if it was around the outside, unless you're working on a Honda motorcycle, that's pretty much what everybody says. If you work on Honda motorcycles, even so, I would not think the dot meant anything. I just grabbed my number 2 Phillips, which is perfectly fine to do. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I kind of like that. It probably won't last very long, but oh, it's amazing. It's on the outside, not in the recess. Thank you. I was wondering about that. Yeah, but I wouldn't even pay attention to it. Dot in one of the triangular bits between the arms. Whatever. Dots are stupid. JS is stupid. That has. Oh, we gotta go get it. Hold on. I'll be right back. From a picture you just pulled up. Yeah, I never Googled that. I guess I've been Googling Amazonian and Phillips and JIS drivers, literally vessel drivers from Japan. I think they all come JIS. Like, you can only get a few of them that are actually not JIS because literally they're a Japanese screwdriver company, so they're going to make Japanese. Somewhere the hash marks on Super Driver positive. Those hash marks, that's from something happened to it. That's not factory done. That's something gouged into it. That's ridiculous. They're pretty obvious once you know what they look like. I don't want to know what they look like because, dang it, who cares? I'm not working on a motorcycle right now. We're going to get the camera. And we're going to go try. You've got. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Come here, camera. Come with me. We're going to see how well you can screw, driver. This number 1 driver looks a little big, honestly. But we'll try. I feel like I've done this before on a lot of. I think we did this with another driver recently. I know you can't hear me. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Just use Torx. I hate Torx. I hate Torx. go ahead and bounce over the split screen. Boom! Okay, y'all. Here we go. Where's my brand new JIS driver? We're good. Oh, no. Okay. Hey, I caught it. Super fast reflexes. Let's go ahead and switch over to the mobile mic. I'm going to go ahead and do a mic switch. In 5. So 5, 4, 3. Wait a minute. Hold up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have a full mic switch with the mobile mic. I'm going to go ahead and check it, make sure it is still 290 something percent. 289%, should be good to go. You may have to adjust a little bit, and I will be careful not to hammer things in your ear, but if I can go ahead and get a mic check on this mobile mic, we can go ahead and see if the screwdriver will fit in some mortise cylinders that are all locks that we lost last week. Goodbye, Yales. Farewell, Yales. You were good, Yales, for the 50 years that you were on doors. Thank you for the mic check. I appreciate that. Go ahead and move this back over so that you can see me. Sound check good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Also, while you are waiting for me to move over there, I'm going to check the streaming stats. 60 of y'all here. What's up? What's up, y'all? Okay, we're going to check out the new JIS driver and see how it does in the screws. Holy crap. Let's move you out the way. Yep, boom. All these, we're not going to do them all, but they're all pretty much. You did a good job while you were there. I need some hot glue, y'all. I actually broke that when I was taking locks off, and then the keys were really old. So, all right, let's go with a cheapie, old Armalite. A brass, these are old LSDA or Ilco more than likely. Had like 18 doors that we did, and 1 rim cylinder. So I got a crap load of Yales that I'll be adding to giveaways over the next little while. Some of them I can actually probably have a setup, you know. If I have somebody that's got an identical set like this, I can have these keyed up ready to go. So I'll probably keep a couple sets of them just to do that, the ones in better shape. And then some of these other ones I'll throw in giveaway, and some of them are just literally not great at all. Where'd my screwdriver? Oh, here it is. Here we go. Y'all ready? What you think? You think it's gonna fit? I don't know. It better. It better, because literally I bought it for just this purpose. Oh, it looks big. It looks really big, but it fits pretty good. Not bad. Doesn't have a bad fit there. It's magnetic. You know, magnetic bits are good and bad. They're good in some cases, but no, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Hold on. Let's get you a closer look. Let's move this down some. Hey now. I'm liking the rubber. I knew I would like the rubber right here. When I saw that, I was like, you know, that's kind of weird. But I'm thinking I'm going to like this driver. I would not complain one little bit if it was a tiny bit shorter, but that's okay. That's not bad at all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then if we zoom up a little bit, we can see what I mean. You gotta do this. Oh. Got nice ball feature right there. I'm excited about the metal ones that I'm getting in. I'm very excited, I might add, because apparently you can hit it because it's like I get better made. It's a little bit more expensive, but kind of excited about the new ones coming in next week. But I'm liking this for a dedicated driver. Really, the only dedicated Phillips driver number ones that I ever really had was this old guy. We all know that. Craftsman came in the 20-piece screwdriver set. This was literally one of the best ones out of the whole set for a dedicated driver. Not sure, this is a number one driver, would not be something I'm like carrying in my back pocket, so no big deal there. They do make regular number two sizes, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I may go full vessel. I don't know. Full vessel. I don't know. I like my PB Swiss though. Thanks again, Stuart XP. But this is a vessel 220 P1 by 75 millimeter. Getting better at this whole millimeter stuff only because of screwdrivers, y'all. This guy, you can tell how much that one's used. I've used this guy a lot over the years. And having this ball is pretty nice. Overall, I'm not fond of magnetic tip screwdrivers because what'll happen is it'll collect, it'll collect metal pieces and you'll invariably pick up, say I didn't want to pick up that screw when I did that, but I did because it's magnetic. But in some cases, in this case, I could see it being pretty handy. So there we go. Nice little guy. I like him. I like him. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. At least I think I do. Thank you, dang it, Wes. Was the camera freezing up? What did you miss this time? Did it lag out completely, or did y'all see any of that? To get him an Android. Was it completely lagged out, or were you able to see what I was doing over there? Now that I've already done it, a little glitchy early. Stupid cameras. You know why? Because I zoomed in. It wasn't that bad? Okay. Thanks for the heads up. At least you were able to see kind of what I was doing over there. You're going to go back over the magnetization part. Is that a dead Smart Key SC1 deadbolt? No, that was no. That's regular. That's a regular Baldwin, not a SC1 one. I don't know why I have that. I can't remember taking that off. Invariably because we had to change it to a different keyway. Thank you again, Wes, for the hookup on applying it to my Apple account. That's why the tip is black. Oh, I thought that was just a cool coating. Demagnetizing is the old Radio Shack bolt tape eraser. I bought one of those little Klein demagnetizers and magnetize. That shit doesn't work. That shit doesn't work. Don't even waste your money on it. It's the laser lines cutting the tip. Yeah, that's the grippy part of it. Going back on the old comments here. Throwing in for an Android. I do have the Android, but it's like Samsung Galaxy, like 2010 circa edition. I don't think it would do any much better. Any much better. Did you use the jig yet? I did not. It's still wrapped up on the counter over there. It's still over there. Well, watch this. It's just. Whew. Ah, finally got Houdini in. There it is. Speaking of, a couple of things that we're going to be doing videos on there. We had unboxing video. We have a jig video, which I'm not going to do a separate video on the jig. It'll actually be part of a future, probably in the beginner series, because that's a nice cheap tool to grit. But with the beginners, we're not going to be letting them use routers. Beginners don't get to use routers. That's a no-no. An absolute no-no. So, locksmith question. We can do that. Schlage lock switch, you change, possibly. The whole cylinder is coming out when the key is used. You change is not Schlage. You mean you're talking about the smart key, Schlage secure key? Is that what you're talking about? With the plus over it? That is, you just have to put a new deadbolt on. Still using your Samsung S9. Other option works well for magnetizers is 120 volt solenoid. That's what I'm talking about, electricity. With a plug attached to it. Just wrap and pass the screwdriver back and forth. That sounds a little bit dangerous. I like it. I like it. Got to do it one-handed like a cowboy. When I first try it, I just got to go straight up one-handed. I can't even do it two-handed at first. I don't know about that. The first time I use it, though, I'm going to be doing our new lock mount. I can introduce y'all to our new lock mount. I can do that. Yeah, if the plug itself is coming out, either the cap or the springs or something's loose, but if it's a secure key, it just needs to be trash, period. If it is indeed a U-change cylinder, then you just take it out and put in whatever brand of cylinder you want to put in there. You know, a normal one. Use of this is an electronic switch using a Schlage mortise core. Alright, so here's the deal with electronic switches. Alright, here's the deal with that. Number one, don't electrocute yourself. Number two, what happens on those things is there's not a traditional cam on the back of the plug, okay? The plugs, why are you freezing? What's wrong with you, camera? The plug, thank you again, Gumby, for the donation. I may need those donations and switch to the Samsung. Yeah, y'all are going to feel really bad if I do buy one of those and it's just as bad. What happens is there's a bracket on the inside. On some of these older, like, gate-mounted switches that roll a gate up and down, especially in malls, once you open up that front, which funnily enough, you can unscrew those 4 screws holding it on and trip it to open it. You don't have to pick the lock. You just take the faceplate off and trip it and it'll raise your gate up. Super high security stuff right there. But the bracket on the back that toggles, when you turn the key one way, it turns and it's attached directly to the plug with longer screws. So first things first, what is it, 5 32nd screws or 4 whatever the mortise, 448, 548, 448. Number one, that's one of those little set screws that you need to keep. The longer than normal set screws. They're about twice as long. They have to be about twice as long as the regular set screws. Nate G, stay with Apple. Stay with Apple. Stay with Apple. Stay with Apple. Thank you, Nate G. I appreciate that. They're twice as long as those set screws, right? We can go. We got. Because they have to go through the bracket, so they're actually about that long They don't mostly come with any set screw assortment, so you really have to like order these separately. Those electronic switches, that bracket is thicker than a cam, but literally fits on the back of that. And what happens is somebody has tried using the wrong size, or it's just backed out like a regular pluggy deal, you know. But that's one of the things when you go to switch your mortar cylinder out, you're gonna need, like the screws that come with the mortar cylinder are not gonna be long enough to go through that bracket and into the plug itself. So be ready for that if you have to go fix an electronic switch on a wall or a gate lock. First time I ran across it, I was crap out of luck because I did not have the right screws with me. Oh no, Ian, we don't want to hear that. Dang it. Well, I hope you do okay. I hope you're doing okay. Sorry to hear that, for sure. Pete Zinner, you accidentally unsubscribed and had to wait 10 minutes. That's what you deserve, dang it. That's what happens for accidentally unsubscribing. I'm just messing with you. You hit the wrong button, bro. You hit the wrong button. Where are you going? Coming in here? We're going to keep our fingers crossed for you, Ian. It is uncurable, apparently. Hey. Good.
Do you have, like a sliding top lock? Chain lock?
No, we don't really recommend those. They're not
No.
safe.
No.
You don't really need to be opening the door nowadays, period.
Uh-huh.
If you're talking about for a front door situation.
Oh, I'm
Peephole would
doing
be,
it.
yeah, well, a peephole would be safer because those can be knocked open. When,
Oh, yeah. Well, it's really for my son. He keeps getting out. He's 2.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a problem. You can get those little alarms that will attach to a door that'll notify you if the door's been open. That's probably the safest thing.
Oh. They don't do that anymore. Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh. So that is a does it get me a parking spot attempt there, I guess? If I walk in and ask a random question, then we'll be able to park here. Maybe just a bakery run, I don't know. Y'all gonna go and set Frank off today, aren't you? Yep, I think that's what they're planning on doing. Setting Frank off. But if they do that, I'm gonna go pull the 15-minute sign, which is why I have that now because of people like that. So I better go do that. Nah, that's all right. Maybe the next group of people will be more respectful of the effing 15 minutes. But then if they don't, like this guy coming in, then I would have lost both spots. Which probably just happened. I don't know, we'll see. If she backs out, I'm going to go move that 15 minutes. So wait just a minute. It's because it's lunchtime. Never mind the fact there's a big old empty parking lot across the street, and there's empty parking lots over here, and street, and a big old empty parking lot in the back. Those are not front door parking. Is she backing out? If she is, I'm going to go remove the 15-minute sign pretty promptly. Looks like she is. No. Made the decision. F it. I'm going to ignore that sign. Give me just a minute, y'all. Gotta see what's going on here. Hey, how's that chat doing? Where'd the chat go? Come on, chat. Is it playing? Is it playing behind? Oh, speaking of that was funny. We had a friend of ours who's like one of the head law enforcement guys around here. He came in. He comes in often. I've known him for 25 years now. I call him Hot Fuzz. That's his new nickname. What's up, Hot Fuzz? He's got some keys sitting up here somewhere. Anyway, he was in here yesterday dropping some keys off to have made. And apparently we had a really sketchy, I didn't go back on the camera and watch, but apparently there was a really sketchy lady that was out there that came in and was kind of like acting really weird, which is here, it's not unusual because okay, you coming back, and then you're gonna disappear. Okay, getting your cake. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, well, she got a cake. She ain't leaving it in her hot car. So, dude walking by just waved. I didn't see it. I don't even see who that was. Maybe somebody I know. Anyway, the lady was acting. Apparently, according to Kim, the lady was like, "I don't have anywhere to go," and he looked at her and he goes, "Well, you can go anywhere else but here because you can't stay here." And she was like, "Oh." So I was like, "You got my back. You got my back, man. He's got our back." She went to the coffee shop.
Oh. But it feels good in here. It feels good up in here.
Yeah.
Good for you. Thank you.
Huh?
I'd almost be cold if I just sat here. Is the coffee across the street good?
I don't really drink it from over there, so I don't know. I think she's probably coming right back. And you're getting it. Okay, so we lost the 15-minute spot. What was that? But you can't stay here. Why is this chat so far behind? What's up, Patrick? Everybody loves the wrong. I still haven't watched that clip. Audio went way down. That is super weird. Let's bounce back to that microphone and shut that microphone down since I'm sitting at the desk. Lady, if you have bakery stuff in your car, you don't want to leave it in there. I can guarantee you. Okay, they're leaving. They're leaving. Now I'm just curious to see how long 15 minutes. Y'all marked the time. We marked the time there. It's let's see. Whoa, no camera. 12:32. I don't know. Maybe she's just picking up too. Now that's the point for people like that need to get bakery stuff or need to run in and get something. If I didn't put it out there, people would be sitting at the coffee shop for 10.5 hours. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You moved to Tuscaloosa in Alabama in April. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Tuscaloosa. It's been a while since I've been through Tuscaloosa. Much better. I don't. Maybe it's the batteries. I don't know. I hadn't changed the batteries in a minute on those. Maybe why. Actually, I can turn this one way up too. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Just an update, if y'all have moved recently since you signed up on the Lockforce list, these will be in your mail. So if you have moved in the past 3 or 4 months and you have not updated your address, you do need to do so on the Lockforce thing. So this is the actual goodie package that you'll be getting soon. We're starting in on it. We got to go get the postage amount for that. The funds from the ads that you see on our channel and the donations that y'all make are literally going to go towards postage this month. I told Kim we've got all the stuff in, and y'all are going to be getting some Lockforce bling very soon. We've already got the address labels printed. All we have to do now is fill and stick and stamp and stick and stamp and fill and stamp and stick. And then go plump them all at the post office. So if you have moved very recently and you had signed up for Lockforce with one address, you need to add it to the new one. Dang it West will probably put a link up there for the Lockforce list to change it, and also put in there like revision, like in all caps. Like if you're changing an address, put like update or revision. That way we know to go back, because we're like at 160 something people now on that list, and it's getting harder to keep track of all you guys. So yeah, revision, update, just put it all in caps so we know it's a changeover. I have batteries. We've got the batteries covered. And you can print stamps at your office. We used to have one of those meter things, but we didn't like it. We didn't like it. 2-bedroom apartment is $630. Dang it. That is nice. That is sweet. Yeah, if your info, if you've already signed up for the list, or if you've gotten something before, unless you've moved, don't fill out the list. We don't need duplicates. We're going to see the duplicate, and we're going to be like, what in the ass are you doing this for? What in the axe are you doing this for? We don't need a duplicate. What's up, cable guy? B. Strickler, West, dang it, West just posted the link up there. If for some reason you can't see dang it West's, number one, we have had that pop up every so often. Just in case you can't see it, I will go ahead and repost that right there. You should be able to see mine. Thank you, Hop Skippity. I appreciate that. You had just missed it. Well, there it is. If you've gotten stuff from us before, though, and you haven't moved, then you don't need to sign up for it. If you've never gotten something from us before, and you've never signed up for the list, then yes, that's what that's for. For bling. Lockforce bling! Do I have an 1.5 inch mortise cylinder in the shop with a quickset keyway? I do not. I don't think there's not an easily findable one with a quickset keyway in 1.5 inches. Probably would end up having to buy one of those. Does anybody use those, one of those Ilco expansion cylinders where you have to buy the sections? I guess that's probably what you'd have to use. I've never bought that. I've never needed that system, so I've never bought into it. Get a code to write on the envelope. We have to buy stamps. We have to buy stamps. It's not made. They stopped making that? Really? I'm not surprised. It was a good idea in theory, but apparently it must not have worked as well as... I've never used it, so I don't know. Quickset for a mortise cylinder is kind of an oddball, yeah. I keep only a couple of quickset cylinders, period, in 1 inch only for the most part, just in case you have one of those weirdo situations with a storefront door and, like, you know, their bathroom lock is already quickset and they want their front door to match their bathroom. People are weird. I want my front door to match my bathroom. Cheap lock. Expansion cylinder thing made by Major. Maybe he was made by Major. It sounds like something Major would do. Not very many people needed those things because they're pricey. Number one, they're pricey as heck. I'm sure not as pricey as, what's up, lock picking engineer? Not as pricey as, yeah, they're just pricey, period. I don't know. Arrow keyway. Yeah. Hey, Kim, what's up? What's up, babe? Got several old expandable rust one. Yeah, I do have a... I think I took most of them home because they are antiques. Excuse me. Yeah, if you need a 951 keyway, we can hook you up. It would have been really nice for somebody to make one of those expandable style cylinders and like Schlage and Quickset. Maybe just Weiser, because you can keep Quickset to Weiser. Now I have a rant. It's going to be in a video later. It's one of those quicker videos that I'm filming this afternoon just to break up the whole series that we've got coming out. Don't forget, here in 20 minutes you're going to be able to watch part 3 of the basic beginner locksmithing thing tools segment, and then after that will be keys, and after that will be taking door locks off. But aside from that, I'm also going to put out another video hopefully, and it's going to be a Jason rant on, while we're on the topic of mortise cylinders, it's kind of related to that. So I've got another rant coming out. I thought about talking about it on live, but you know, it pays for the postage better to talk about it in a whole separate video. Just today, I'm just hanging out with y'all, and part of the unboxing was some pens too. I got to do. I've already filmed my state of the state for June, but these pens will be in state of the state whenever next time is. So this was all about Vessel brand screwdrivers today, y'all. Might as well change the title of this to Vessel screwdriver. Will part 3 be funny? Of course. You know, I try to add in a little bit of humor every so often. I'm gonna get a little bit more serious in them. But y'all know me. Y'all know me. Try to do what I gotta try to do. Gotta make you giggle a little bit. Make you laugh at the stupid locksmith. How do you get on the list? Nobody put you on the list. Oh, you're on the list, all right. You're on the list. No, I don't know if you're on the list or not. Only you know if you're on the list. You may or may not be on the list. You just felt mine. Need to do it again. Lab needs bigger pen slots. Great car's back, y'all. Yay! Thank you for being a decent person and following the rules of life. Thank you for being a decent person. Appreciate that. Bigger pen slots. That's kind of one of those things. That's another little rant. You know, there are certain aspects, there are certain aspects of penning kits that could be done better. But it's like these companies just don't give a shit about it. Do you ever feel like that as a locksmith? It's like, yeah, the distributors themselves, they care a little bit about you because you're buying crap from them. So they do have to care a little bit. They may very, very not much care about you, depending on how much money you give them. The more money you give them, they care about you a little bit more and more. But going back to the manufacturers, I see I see some of these companies like Nipex, for example, or Klein, or any of these companies. They're always doing like Facebook, giveaways. Nipex, they're Friday on Facebook. Every Friday you can have a chance. I've tried for 100 Fridays in a row, and I've never won anything, but you still have a remote chance of winning something just by simply commenting and hitting the like button. Does any lock manufacturer, tool manufacturer do that? Like a bigger one? No, because our manufacturers are just shit compared to, regular manufacturers. And that's part of the rant that I'm going to talk about here in just a minute. They don't care about us. They care about their distributors. They care about how much their distributors buy from. They don't care about Jason in Jackson or Ken in California or Jay in New York. They don't give a crap about us. They don't take things that we say, like I bitch about, something I bitched about lately. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Didn't I bitch about something in a video recently about one of the manufacturers? They don't care about me bitching about it. Even if you send a letter to them, oh, thanks for your correspondence, we'll be sure and take that into consideration. Do better, locksmith suppliers, not suppliers, but manufacturers. Do better. Do better with your lives. You want to see his ILCO, but they are mostly tied to trade shows. You just scrap 87 pounds of brass at $2.55 a pound. Damn! It's like $1.10 here. Damn! If I add up, now I've thought about that, going to another area to scrap my brass. Damn, $2.55. I can guarantee if I call my scrapyard that's not open today, that they're going to be like $1.10 for raw yellow brass. Hey, Torch, what's up? Thanks for tuning in for a minute. That's okay. I understand you sometimes you can't chat. Appreciate you tuning in. They don't care because you have to buy. Those other companies apply to the mass public. Well, and one other thing about it, and this has kind of been an ongoing rant with me. Locksmithing is not a trade anymore, y'all. Hate to say it. It's a trade. Obviously, it's a trade. It's been around forever. It's been around a lot longer than other stuff. But in the eyes of some companies, like if you go through a list, get on the Klein website, get on the Milwaukee website, choose what you do. There's 30 things on this list, but what's not on that list? Locksmith. So, in some circles, we're obviously just not a trade anymore. Only within our own shrunken circle is we're a trade. Once you go beyond that circle, Klein does not think that locksmiths exist. What's another one that does that? Milwaukee does not think that there's a category of locksmiths. You're not using the Milwaukee drill to locksmith. You have to be doing low voltage work with it. You have to be a contractor. You have to be a plumber. Anyway, kind of getting mad there. Vessel. Okay. Someday I'm going to be a locksmith. One day I'm going to be a locksmith. I just fill out low voltage technician because technically I am. I'm licensed. So, at least in the minds of Klein and Milwaukee and whoever else out there that does not bother to acknowledge that a locksmith is a trade, at least I have a slot that I can fill out, right? We're the best trade. We're better than all those other MF and trades. You know what? We don't smell like poop when we're working. Most of the time we don't get electrocuted while we're working. Sure, you bring the AC to us, but if you can't get in your door, you can't turn on the AC, right? Am I right? I'm right. Okay, it's the end of the day, y'all. I have to start filming some videos, so we're going to cut it a little bit short today. We're going to go ahead and bounce over to the disassemble screen. It's the suckiest screen of the day, but you know what? I've got stuff I've got to do. Y'all have stuff you got to do, which better be watching a 20-minute silly video on tools, which we all know about. All y'all here know about it. So, you know, it's just locksmith tools. It's if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But remember, go hit the like button at least on it, even if you don't care, even if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because literally, the plug followers. We're talking about plug followers. Okay, it's locksmithing tools. Some people don't know, so they need to know. Well, they don't need to know because literally they're not getting into a trade anymore, right? They're just fucking around. I mean, Jason, stop it. Worst time of day, lock force, disassemble screen. Where's my? I gotta do this. Hold on. Come on, open up. Y'all miss short skirt. I know some of y'all are horn dogs out there. Ah, there it is. Just because I didn't have the camera in the right spot. I forgot to do this last week. I was trying to be really up to date with my streaming skills. Sorry about the double audio feedback for a few minutes. Hate it when that happens. Sorry about that, y'all. But thanks again for y'all for sticking with me, being here today. And again, as soon as I click in fact, hold on. We'll go ahead and fire it off. Y'all ready for me to fire it off? Yeah, I'm going to fire it off now. Hold on. We'll go to the end screen. Hold on. End screen. Yeah. Okay. What? Ready? Decaf Jason. I know, right? Decaf. Happy Father's Day, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and listening to my silly ass rants, but that's just part of it. We didn't do crap today for Locksmith. Well, we did. We unscrewed screws from a mortar cylinder. That's locksmithing for you right there. Because we're a trade, damn it. Lock force! Disassemble! Suckiest time of the day, but it is time for me to vamoose so that I can go finish filming some videos for y'all to watch. Ian, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Everybody think about it. Keep your fingers crossed for Ian. If you're still here with us, then we're all thinking about you. Keep our fingers crossed. And other than that, I got things I gotta do. Y'all have things you have to do. Part of that includes watching the video that I'm toggling right now. So, no, not that button. That's not the right button. That's the right button right there. Published. Thanks for being here, y'all. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Try as you can, even though you're officially not in a trade. Just I wish I was an actual tradesperson. It's terrible. It's terrible feeling unloved and unwanted.